Most, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders, great millstone, and salutation to all Yakim on how them Bible is big into this marriage, teaching us the truth sincerely and faithfully. This is gonna be around like brotherly love in a way, and about I'm just that first just around that, I'm gonna title the video brotherly love because this is a big one. Forgiveness, the action or process of forgiving or being forgiven, you know. And, if you look at Esau, maybe, if you look at how he treats his I don't even want to call him a brother. I really don't. It's irking me. It's irking my spirit. In a way, he's let's say he's related to us, because I just can't. That word is just bothering me to just say it. But in a way, he is our sibling related. And the scriptures talk about forgiveness of sin, right? Forgiveness of if someone felt like they trespassed you, the scriptures talk about. Well, if I can read the scripture, I think I already have them lined up. You know. Wait, let's see. Uh, what is 1 John Salaki? 1 John 4:20. If a man say I love Yahweh and hate his brother, he's a liar. If you got some of these Edomites, right, talking about they believe in a higher power. Well, yeah, I believe in God now. Esau talking, Esau, Edomites in the south, reading the scripture, talking about, I love God, Jesus, God, even though those are not the Lord's name, but the Lord gets what you're trying to say. He gets that you love him, but you don't know his name, right? Let's say you was being ignorant and you didn't know the Lord's name, but you saying you love him and you confess, all right. If a man say you love Yahweh and you hate his brother, and Esau talk about how he loves God, how the Bible, the law, it's a bunch of BS, because if you follow the scriptures say this. He's, hateth his brother, he is a liar. So you're a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath not seen, how can he love Yahweh whom he hath not seen? Oh wait, Salaki. Loveth not his brother, for he that loveth not his brother, right? Someone that did not love his brother, whom he has seen, how can he say he love Yahweh who he has not seen? How could you do that? You can't say I love him, you can't say you don't love your brother and saying you love the Most High and you have not seen him. The scriptures talk about forgiveness, but Esau, he lacked that, and that's something that we don't want upon us, some when some men who leave the truth for whatever reason, they bear grudges and they make videos, instead of just leaving it up to the Most High and just letting it go, or they have something they wanting to say for years, but they never brought it up. So they wait till they leave or get kicked out to have something to say. But you could have said it there and then. There was some members who left. I don't remember exactly who. I think it was the Mississippi camp. Some members left, and they started saying, making videos as I'm which is what in a response to what they're saying. If you had a problem with King Marshall being King David, why did you wait so long, right? Or Abba Bivens, they what they do is they wait. It just doesn't make sense. If you had a problem, right, why did you not say anything then? Um, Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. So you can't, you know, you gotta let go, you can't hold that in, like you can't hold in grudges for something that happened 3 or 4 years ago. It's just gonna, you gotta let it go at some point, right? Otherwise, you're gonna end up like Esau. Next you're gonna have your children growing up hating the same family. It's like it's an endless cycle. And this is what this is where the that so I was about to say slogan, but it sounds like a slogan. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. The only way for that is, the only way for that, the only thing that works, that only works when it comes between another Israelite arguing with another Israelite. Makes the whole world blind, because Esau, and if you turn the other cheek for Esau and be forgiven, he's gonna keep being an asshole. So it doesn't really matter. Honestly, on his part, you can do all of that, right? You can turn the other cheek. You can do, and he will still be a demon. So that saying, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, that necessarily don't work with Esau, right? You can't tell him. No, an Edomite can't come up to you and say an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, because it's like everything, he wants you to turn the other cheek and be forgive, and it's like, no, and that's what scriptures coming. He that leads into captivity must go into captivity. Because if we keep ignoring him, right, and not doing eye for an eye, he's gonna keep being wicked. He's gonna have to be suffer. Yeah, he's gonna have to go through it, in the kingdom. But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. So this is something that Esau can't, handle. Esau can't. This is a scripture that Esau is accused, not accused of. He actually committed. He can't love nation Israel. And even though we were born from the same womb, because he's not upright, like the scriptures say, right? Oh, this is a good one right here. If I can get this Matthew 22:39. Let's go from this is the first and great commandment. I'm gonna start from Matthew chapter 22 verse 38. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Wait. I'm gonna go from 37. Yahushua said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. So you will love Yahweh, with everything you have. And the 30 and the one down, this is Yahushua speaking too. This should be in red lettering. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So Esau, he's if the Lord was to bring up all the charges on Esau, all the criminal activity, these are the commandments we're talking about, right? Let's take out the other things Esau done, poison the air. That's not even scriptural, but you should know better than doing that, But let's talk about the commandments, right? And the second is like unto it: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. That is something, 10 commandments, 10 rules. You shouldn't be. This shouldn't be so hard, right? And if someone trespass, you just, you try to hash it out and break. You try to talk about it, but Esau, he's not even. When if you read the book of Genesis, when Esau and Jacob, they were talking, about the birth. How Esau sold his birthright. Esau sold his birthright to Jacob. As soon as Esau couldn't get the blessing, what did he say? I'm gonna kill my brother Jacob. He wasn't thinking about, damn, maybe I should talk it out, like, why, yo, man, like, what's up with this? What's going on? What? Why? No. He just went straight to killing. He just went straight to talking about that. So Esau, even, you would think before he's straight, I'm gonna kill you. and I'm gonna kill you. You know, it wasn't even no talking. He didn't think about, let me just try to make a polite to the Lord. Let me just try to pray, receive like another. I don't know. It's like, come on. You think, you know, Esau had some some spiritual parents. Isaac could have asked him for some advice. Instead he just went. I'll lop his head off. So Esau, we gotta forgive one another. That's the whole point of the video. That's all. But I'm still gonna keep going on. Don't be like Esau, right? You can get the definition of forgiveness. Forgiveness. Now, the action or process of forgiving or being forgiven. She is quick to ask for forgiveness when she has overstepped the line. Similar. Pardon, absolution, exoneration, remission, dispensation, indulgence, understanding, tolerance, purgation. Okay, yeah. But you know what I'm getting at. Pardoning, striving, shift, letting off, let off, discharge. So forgiveness is like, you gotta, you get the, everybody knows what that word means. It's not like, oh man, but so when someone trespasses against you, you gotta forgive it. And if they did something worthy of what they did, so they're gonna get punished by the Lord, right? You can't take it upon yourselves, talking specifically to the nation of Israel, one another. I'm not saying go beat up on a Moabite, that's not what I'm saying, but, I think, you can't, these heathens are not really reasonable, especially Esau. They all follow Esau after, they all follow him like a bunch of cheerleaders, so you're not going to get no type of reason with them, because they follow after him, they follow the new, but that's whatever, they're gonna go in shackles anyway, so, unreasonable people, forgive me, they all say the same thing, Jake Stills and this and that, the stereotype in Israel. Oh, I got this sorted. Don't have that spirit of Cain on you, Genesis 4:9, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, not, I know not. Salaki. And he said, I know not, am I my brother's keeper? So he killed his brother. Cain killed his brother Abel. The Lord asked him, where's your brother? And he says, I know not, am I my brother's keeper? So it's like, you're lying and you killed him. And you won, and you are, and then you act like everybody who findeth me shall slay me. Like, bro, what do you expect? You're the first murderer and honestly, you're the first liar, really. You lied to the Most High. How did, you try to, you can't really lie to somebody who already knows the truth. You try, I put the TRY, you try, TRIED, tried. You tried to lie, but you can't lie to someone who, created you to do that, and who invented lying, the Lord, the creator, Satan, So like, Cain just is an asshole, he just didn't care, he didn't have no respect for the Most High, that's, Cain is that rebellious child, he just doesn't want to listen to instructions, and that goes, and the trickles down to Esau just couldn't wait to he couldn't wait to eat, he couldn't make his own, he just couldn't wait because he didn't believe the birthright would do anything for him, right? And now what? You hate your brother because you sold something to him that he redeemed, or he like, let's say you won a scratch ticket, right? The scratch ticket, you won. Let's say this person won $100 million on the scratch ticket. He said, I can't see it. I don't think I won on this. Like saying like you threw it in the trash, and the person. You gave, or you gave it to somebody, like, man, you could take the scratch ticket, man. As soon as they won, you said, you know what? I want my scratch ticket back. I want it back. And guess what? They cashed out the scratch ticket. They got the 100 million, and now you're mad. Like, how does that work? You know, you gave your scratch ticket away. You gave, the Powerball. You gave your number away. You didn't trust in it. You didn't believe that you was gonna win. He saw and he's the definition of no self confidence. He's that. That kid that gets bullied. It's just. How is that? How is that his fault, right? And not only that, but this is it had nothing to do with you, Esau, you selling it, or Jacob. You two were just characters in the story. You were actors in a movie, and the Lord was the director. You don't decide anything, right? You gotta, but you can't tell Esau you gotta forgive, you gotta let go of that. No, dude. No, if Esau could remember he would really cuss us out. I can never forgive you for still. That's what I'm saying. As in, like, hate brings upon like a lot. There's this quote. This Star Wars quote. I'm gonna get after this. Romans chapter 9 verse 11. For their children being not yet born, neither have done any good or evil. Wait, Shalaki, let me just see if I don't want my Shalaki. I was just seeing if my phone wasn't recording. For the children be not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So it's not up to you. You have no choice. So, like, you gotta remember, Yahweh was in control of all of this. Every time something happens to you, remember there is someone there. This is not your. You're not in control. You're nothing more than a character in a video game. The Most High is controlling like a joystick. It's like controller. So I was, being spiritual is, knowing that we all make mistakes. We gotta forgive one another. Cause harboring all that anger and envy and strife or whatever you have towards someone, it's gonna destroy you. The Lord is almost here. Jacob's troubles is coming upon us, and there's people worrying about the wrong. They're just mad about something, or want to question things. But why didn't why you wait so long? It's like, I wouldn't, they should just, I wouldn't even respond. The people like that just, I don't know, it's just so much is happening, man. I wouldn't be focused on, but they just want to question, stir up strife, and start, but you didn't, these people didn't have anything to say before, right? But yeah, now it's a problem with this, there's not, the truth is the truth. They're just mad something happened and they just can't. And I never understood how someone could be offended to the point where they change up the whole doctrine. It's like, how does that work? How does that make any? How does that person affect the truth? I could see if you're mad, but how does doesn't you know what? My teacher said I can't eat in class, so therefore 1 + 1 isn't 2 anymore. It's 3. Nope, I'm not. It's just like what? How does that work? How does that work? We just gotta forgive. We just stop stirring up strife amongst each other. I'll speak for all of us, including myself. We gotta focus on the task at hand. That the Lord's coming back. Esau's going down. Lord's willing, we be delivered though. The elect are almost sealed. Hopefully, we're almost out of here. Really. See if I got any. But that's all I wanted to get. I'm gonna title the video "Brotherly Love." But with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh. Washem Yao Shai, double honors to the elders, great millstone, and salutation to all Yakim on the highways and byways. Till next time, I say Shalom.